Hey, Zane here, Man with the Show, CutyCast TV. Just want to give you an update. If you see the surroundings are a little bit different, I'm home. That's right, folks. I'm home. I've been home for about since Thursday. I was going to put up a video earlier saying on there. I'm glad I'm home. I was, if you're just catching this video for the first time, I had some health issues. It put me in the hospital. They sent me to a rehabilitation center, which they've done a good job. I've lost so much weight. You can see it in my face from if you look at some of the other videos which I've done for my health issues. I've lost about a little over 70 pounds right now. So in fact, I have to get a whole new wardrobe. I literally went from a 5X to a 3X in just a month and a half. And I'm going to do an explanation on this very soon. As soon as I get settled back into a normal rhythm. In fact, I'm supposed to have nursing come in to continue some of my physical therapy. I have to go through physical therapy, some wound care. Not much, it's nothing dangerous or anything of that nature. Most of the worst part is over. And like I said, we're going to do a whole video on this soon, we catch up. Just to let you know, we're going to be back with the new episodes. We're going to be back to a regular schedule, hopefully by middle of April. I mean, there's so much going on, with the pandemic that's going on, which, it's crazy right now. And considering I was in a rehab center slash nursing home, and the day before I left, they had put the place on lockdown. And there were no visitors allowed. I was afraid I wasn't going to get out of there because someone had gotten sick or something of that nature. They're just like, "Shh, that's it. They're not letting anybody out." But I was able to get out on time, home. My wife is happy. My cats are happy. My family is happy. They were so worried for me, and I know some of my viewers, some of my subscribers had, were worried as well, and they sent well wishes. Thank you for that. Thank you for the new subscribers. Let me tell you something. You know, not putting up episodes, I was getting a lot of head count, and I thank you for those who have done that and those who have subscribed. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Keep them subscriptions coming. I mean, we're going to have new episodes. I'm going to be working on that. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit. We're going to try to get back on. The earliest is probably mid-April. I'm going to try for the beginning of April, but, like I said, I have to get back into a new rhythm. Also, I have a lot of upgrading to do on the system. When you're not at home for a month and a half, nobody has access to my editing system, my equipment, stuff like that. Basically, I have to update everything, realign everything, and also I have to have a service guy come in and service the computer. That's right. Sometimes the computer needs a little servicing, a little air out and stuff like that. I'd rather have something to give the computer a tune-up also. There's a lot of other things that I get through, like I said, all my bills and stuff like that, kind of went behind just a bit. So I just have to catch up on that as well. Try to get everything, all my ducks in a row and everything like that. And like I said, I got to get a new wardrobe, Like I said, I'm back to a 3X. Believe it or not, I can tell you this now. I literally broke, like over 400 at one point. When I was admitted to the rehab center, I was down to 388 pounds. In that period, I dropped down. I'm like, right now, I'm a lean 312, probably a little bit lower now because I've been working out still a little bit more. In fact, I just got some exercise stuff, medicine ball, and a couple other things that I needed here, when I get the physical therapist in, because I was getting occupational and regular physical therapy. So that means my upper part of my body, I was worked on as well, my arms, bends and stuff like that, and also my legs. Unfortunately, right now, as far as my mobile transportation, as far as me walking, stuff like that, I'm still shaky. I'm still very shaky. Using a roller What roller is it's a walker with wheels. So they gave me one of the nursing home rehab center. They gave me one of those, and also I'm sort of around the house since the roller, the way my house is set up, and my office, the roller kind of is a little tight corner. So I'm using my cane a little bit to try to get around a little bit. It is a little bit easier. In fact, I'm living practically in my office, because basically that's the biggest space I need for the physical therapist. So actually, got a new bed. Unfortunately, my flag fell down. New bed, we put one in there for me, so at least I'm not living in my bedroom with my wife, but it's just for this time period until I get better. That's one thing. It's very important I get better. But like I said, my legs are still not 100%. It's not, and also I have some wounds that actually it's not wounds. It's really the wounds are gone. Let me be more specific. It's skin issues, and like I said, we'll go into detail on that. But we're doing a healing process of that, and that's going to take time also too, because my old dead skin has to come off. And I know I'm being a little disgusting on that, you know, but I'm much better, healthier. If you look at the other videos, you could see in my face alone, my face has changed. It's like a lot smaller now. It's not as heavy as it was before. I gotta think, and I'll go through the place. I just getting a little bit to go through it, but I thank those people down at the place I was, and I will give that name and I give them their props when I get the video, when we do this video of everything, when I talk about everything. But I thank them. I thank the nurses there. Normally when you hear a rehab center and nursing home and you hear so many bad things, elderly abuse and stuff like that, and I was shocked to where I was going to. I didn't know what to expect and stuff like that. And the people were great. Let me tell you something. They were fantastic. The nurses were all real nice. The RNs, which are the head nurses, which they're the ones who dispense the medicine and stuff like that. They were fantastic as well. The doctors did well. The physical therapy was slamming. I mean, we're talking was right on. Like I said, I had two physical therapists. One that handled, like I said, they handled the upper, one that handled the lower. Because you always have an occupational, and then you have the regular physical therapist. The occupational handles everything. We were doing weights, we were doing squats, stuff like that. I was using 2-pound bars, 4-pound medicine balls. Trying to get the upper strength on. While that was going on, when they finished with me on that, I would get a physical therapist that basically he handles the lower, which would be my legs and stuff like that. I would do a bike. I would do stretches on the legs, moving it back and forth. Basically, it would take me for a walk through the building. We would go to the building, and sometimes we would go outside on them. They started out me with a walker. I would go about, when I first got there, 10, 20, 30 feet, and we'll go over this. And then what I ended up is going through the length of the building, which is like over 200 feet, it's very good. But still, it's not good enough, because basically it's not, whereas I can go for hours walking and stuff like that. No, I can't do that yet. It's like get out of bed, my legs are like, it's doing the jiggies. You're jiggling to the left. I have to go to the chair immediately, sit down for a minute, let the blood rush down to the legs, and then get up. And if I have to use the restroom, we'll go over to the kitchen area, the dining areas, and I'm able to do it. One good thing is that I'm not pissing in a bottle anymore. That was one thing, and I'll go through all the stories and stuff like that. As far as the people in the rest in the rehab center nursing home, they're okay. A lot of them are okay. And I'll go through this whole thing and I'll tell you the stories. There's some great stories in there. And like I said, keep subscribing. hit that thumbs up on the videos. I know a lot of you have been watching the videos, and I'm sorry I haven't been able to respond on there. I was limited. I was going to get a laptop while I was there, but then they said I was progressing so well. You're going to be going home soon. So basically, in fact, today's the first day I've got the computer on since I gotten home. So I got home Thursday, didn't do any. Friday was like a nothing day. Today, I've just kicked on to get. In fact, right now it's running the updates. So the computer is like it's going through a lot of steps because it's like the antivirus. I'm supposed the software I use for editing that needs a full update. It needs a total update. Then I got to do my own equipment testing on there, the mics and stuff like that. I got to rewire some of the things because my wife cleaned up my office a little bit. It's still a little mess, but she disconnected a lot of the wiring just to get into everything. So that's the other reason why I have to have the tech in. So I got to rewire everything back together nicely and get to like a good working environment back in again. And so what else? It's like I said, just subscribe, hit that like, comment, please comment on there. I'm glad for all the comments on there. Thank you for watching and commenting for those who have done that. Also, those who have been on Twitter and some of my other sites, D Live and all those other ones. I will be getting back to you guys. I mean, I'm sorry. Like I said, Facebook. A lot of people have been coming on Facebook lately. I've been getting a lot of clicks on the Facebook page. The Twitter page, not as much. The other sites that I also use, Gab, and the other resources, I'll be getting back to you guys as well. So, like I said, it's a catch up, and this is the reason why we said mid-April. Once we get everything all back running 100%, and we'll be able to sit down and just go through everything. It's like getting a pile of mail. You've gone on vacation, you come back, and you got that big pile of mail, all the bills and stuff like that, and you got to open everything. And that's another thing I got to do. I got to go through all my bills and pays and stuff like that. I got new credit cards to replace my old ones. I got to reactivate those. And then, of course, I got my medications I got to go through, which I have like not too many. I got about maybe, what is it? Two of them are vitamins, and the rest are just like regular medications on there. There were a lot of changes on my meds. And I feel much better because some of the meds that I was taking, one of them was giving me a bit of a bruise on there. So basically, they saw that at the facility, and they lowered my meds and stuff like that. And there's going to be a great story about my general practitioner doctor who I saw during this whole ordeal, and it's a funny story, and we'll get to that another time. Other than that, like I said, there's a lot to talk about. Like I said, we got that pandemic going on, the coronavirus, on there. In fact, I was talking to my brother, who was a DJ, basically out in the Bronx area, in the Westchester Avenue area. And if you're on Facebook, you've seen I've posted on my regular homepage. I've sent some of the cards, invites to them on there. Last night he was at a particular bar, and it was crowded. It was he said he didn't expect a crowd on there, but the place was jam packed. And I was talking to him about it, and it was like, because in the city Times Square they were limiting people. You can imagine they were probably limiting the nightclubs as well here in the city, in New York, in Manhattan. But out there in the Bronx, I don't think they're limiting. I mean, there's these are small bars. It's not a major club bar or anything like that. But they were packed. It's the outer boroughs are probably going to see a lot more business in the bar business. I mean, we got St. Pat's coming up and all that. The other things talking about, we still have the Vic Mignogna case still going on. I mean, I got to catch up on that too as well. Because I've heard a lot that's going on. Of course, Star Trek Picard came out, awful, terrible. 7 made into the Borg Queen, horrible. Doctor Who season, horrible as well. The Expanse has been fantastic on there. I got to watch a bunch of movies. Like I said, there's a great movie out there. I just watched Seven Psychopaths, which is really, really good. Christopher Walken on there, Colin Farrell. Catch it. What was it on Amazon Prime? Uh, Got to watch a lot of James Bond because Pluto TV. While I was there, that was the one thing is like there was recreation offered at the center. I did some of the recreation, but most of the people, and I understand it. It's nothing against them and stuff like that. Most of them are a little bit older. Some of them more unreactive. I pretty much stayed in my corner of the building, mostly in my room, but I interacted with people around me in the rooms around me. There were some young people there, and I interacted with some people in my age group, in the 50s age group, and some a little bit younger, and I interacted with them. Most of the other people, they don't interact, and I'll go through this. They don't interact very well. They don't talk. I do greet them. I say good morning, and they're like, they'll shake their head. And in a nursing home, you have some people that are just, they're not talkative, or they just basically, closed out to the world. But we'll go over that on there. But like I said, I got into a lot of Pluto TV, James Bond, Doctor Who, a couple movies that were on there. What else was I watching? I watched a lot of Adult Swim. One thing I gotta say, there's one guy, the maintenance guy, he hooked me up with a TV there. Had a Fire Stick he got a Fire Stick in there for me. So I was able to access my Amazon account and everything like that. Yeah, and I purged. Don't worry, I purged everything when I left. So I was able to watch movies and stuff like that, watch some good stuff. And of course the news. So what was watching the news from that end? I had One American News, I had Fox, CNN, all that was available to me. Of course, we have the elections going on. Bernie and Biden, who's going to be, and why Tulsi Gabbard's not being talked about too much. That's another thing on that. Oh yeah, by the way, and speaking of politics, we will bring it back, American Asylum. It's going to be a while. It may be the fall before we get back to that. Yeah, hi, little one. See, there's my little one today. Nani, say hi to the folks. There she is. On there. Ooh, low power mode on there. Let's show it again. Hi. But, like I said, everything is going good. And, this is going a little bit longer than what I expected. I have a lot to talk about, a lot of energy right now. But right now when I'm recording this, I'm going to go off and get myself something to eat, something healthy to eat. And that's right. Like I said, I lost a lot of weight, not eating a lot of junk stuff that I was. And the meals were good there, even though they say nursing homes meals are lousy. Until next time, thank you again. Yes, I know, I'm coming. The little one, she wants something to eat. Till next time, thank you. Continue watching. We'll see you soon. We'll be doing updates regularly on there like this. We'll be back soon, so be patient. We'll be back. Thank you again. Until next time, thank you for watching. We'll see you on the rebound.